beat down. So toughness, resolve, championship class. He has everything to prove here tonight. And here comes the former champ in Riyadh now. Walking in by himself. All business. 11 pounds lighter than the first fight back in June. Can he stick and move? Can he box? Can he get back to the top and find redemption? We will find out now.
I love the song, I love the swag, I love the confidence. Let's see if he can translate it into a performance, Brian.
Everything on the line tonight for Anthony Joshua. Says hello to the English fans. Says hello to the world. A very different Andy Ruiz entering the ring tonight. His last performance solidifying a place in boxing history. And he now walks to the ring here in Saudi Arabia as the heavyweight champion of the world. So much at stake for Ruiz, for Joshua, and also the very fluid and active heavyweight division. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury are out there, and only the winner of tonight's fight gets a seat at that table. Everyone is still doubting me. His trainer saying, hey, it's still his fight, his promoter, his arena. But right now, Andy Ruiz strides to the ring as the heavyweight champion of the world.
And I think the biggest question coming in for Andy Ruiz, the 283.5 pounds he's carrying, is that a result of lack of training, indifference this training camp, or is it just Andy Ruiz being Andy Ruiz?
He did seem to fall into all those cliched trappings of success. A big victory tour, exotic luxury cars, conspicuous consumption of food and medicinal lifestyle. And then he comes in 16 pounds heavier. Here now are the MGM Resorts live odds, and as of right now, this is real time. Anthony Joshua is the betting favorite.
You could suggest that I would find implausible.
Here we go, round number one. Or as Andy Ruiz's corner says, round 8, trying to pick up where they left off 6 months ago.
And already I see a difference in Joshua. He already feinted. First 10 seconds, we got a quick little feint, bouncing on his toes.
The question is, can Anthony Joshua box at long range? That is not his strength, but it's going to have to be here tonight. Opportunities will present themselves. He said in the first fight, he went looking for openings, and that's what put him in a dangerous position. Certainly that happened in round 3.
Nicely, subtle foot feints. He has a good rhythm in his upper body, but right there he kept his chin a little bit too high, got caught with 2 jabs.
2 nice fast jabs from Andy Ruiz landing on the challenger. Yeah, Ruiz will make you pay if you lose that discipline, even for a second. Even at the...
But Ruiz was finding the range, and right now, Ruiz is finding the range.
And Joshua there with a quick hook able to land on Ruiz.
Yeah, and Anthony Joshua can thank Vladimir Klitschko for that new physique. Klitschko told him, look, stay away from the weights. You look like a CrossFit champion, focus more on the boxing. And Joshua told me that boxing has shaved a lot of that weight off.
Right hand, Joshua with a lot more respect for Ruiz this time around. That's obvious, but it has to play itself out in the ring. Ruiz tries a right hand, and he eats a right hand from Joshua.
Solid right hand, and that's what caused the cut of Andy Ruiz.
That's also a fast, long-range right hand, too, Sergio.
And that cut, it's not a bad cut in a bad spot, but what is bad, it's in the...
He's been patient. Again, it's difficult to be patient round after round. That takes confidence. It takes an enormous amount of skill. Canelo Alvarez was able to do that against Sergey Kovalev. We thought, hey, when are you going to start winning this fight? And then when he found the time was right, he put Kovalev away.
That's a great comparison right there, because right now that might be Andy Ruiz's strategy. I don't know if it is or not, but right now I give the edge to Anthony Joshua's game plan.
Hey, what did we see for a full decade, Sergio? Another good jab from Joshua. Floyd Mayweather saying, take him into deep water and drown him. It's not going to happen all at once. Take your time. Joshua starts to up the ante.
Joshua punching with intent. He tried it.
He goes back to moving. Ruiz is always dangerous. Chopping right hand by Ruiz. Remember, he hit him with a hook behind the ear. Changed the whole equation back at the Garden. He tries again. And on the clinch, he keeps beautiful work by Joshua again.
You would think that a jab can be devastating, but look at the face of Andy Ruiz. Bloody, getting bruised up, and all that is because jabs.
Never had to, move and stick the way we see traditional tall boxers box, just like that. Could they do it in one camp so far halfway through? The answer is yes.
And this is the reason that I wasn't agreeing with Chris Mannix saying that they needed to change trainers. Robert McCracken
would love to do something emphatic, but that is just what got him in trouble 6 months ago. So he should be, or you would figure, Rob McCracken and his team would want him to be satisfied with what's happening now. But he's got to be tempted, Sergio, right? When you've got a wounded man in front of you, you see the face puffing up on Ruiz, to throw something like that, get in close and train.
But Joshua learned his lesson from the first fight. Forget the bravado, stick and move, box.
And is able to land on Joshua. I'm waiting for Joshua to go down or be hurt. And that has not happened here tonight. Round 10, scheduled, of course, for the championship 12. Chris Mannix giving Ruiz that last round. I don't know. How do you justify that, Chris, given the early work by Joshua with the jab?
I thought he did well with the jab, but we didn't show a lot of those combinations that Ruiz landed. Consequential combination that buckled Joshua. I thought he landed the more impactful punches in that 9th round.
There's a good right hand. And I think, Chris, you gave him the 2 rounds you could give him.
And flashes of Chavez, Meldrick Taylor, where Chavez was losing every round with Meldrick Taylor, and he got clipped towards the end of the fight. Another one is Chavez Jr. versus Sergio Martinez, where he hurt him in the end of the fight. Can Andy Ruiz do the same thing that Chavez Sr. and Jr. did?
Right hand by Joshua. Ruiz shakes it off. Yeah, his chance is to say bring it and stay in close. But maybe Joshua wants to do some damage here before he says goodnight.
Joshua lands a massive right hand, and what does he do? Continues to box, continues to stick and move.
The cut has not been a big factor in this fight. It was a clean right hand from Anthony Joshua. That opened things up early in this fight. It has not been a big issue, but the skill, speed, a man 11 pounds lighter than he was in the first fight, is able to use this large ring, 22 feet all around, and box the night away. Wonder, there can be much more for Andy Ruiz, but it looks like he is losing his championship belts here tonight. He continues to chase Joshua as he is running out of time.
And Andy Ruiz will probably have to ask himself after this fight, were those 15 pounds worth it? He was a little bit lighter. Might he have been a little bit more effective?
No question. And Manny Robles wanted him in camp in July. He showed up in September. Joshua was in the gym throughout those 6 months in some form or another, and it has shown up here tonight. Final 30 seconds. You know Ruiz isn't going to quit. You know that. He's going to try to the belt. Hard right hand comes up short for Ruiz. Ruiz says, come fight me here. We're a little late for that. Not going to happen in the final seconds. Joshua continues to dance, and Anthony Joshua with a resounding answer. He takes a prideful stroll around the ring, walking in front of his British fans. Jabs out from the get-go. Long right hand. Again, these are hard shots. Wasn't just feather dusting, wasn't dancing, wasn't stinking it out. He was boxing, and boxing beautifully. Ruiz, to his credit, never quit. Let's go to the ring.
Boxing. Glenn Feldman and Benoit Rousseau both have it 118 to 110. Steve Gray scores it 119 to 109. All 3 scorecards go to the winner by unanimous decision. The fighting pride of London, England, and once again, the heavyweight champion of the world, the man known as AJ, Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua is once again the heavyweight champion of the world. Look at him puff out his chest. He deserves this moment. embarrassed in New York City, beaten down by a very game challenger, and he has regained it.